Today we have Kyle Stillman here at the TEDxFolsom Studio. Kyle's from Sociology Coffee Bar. Kyle, welcome, man.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Again, I was saying previously that TEDxFolsom really wouldn't exist without partners, right? And you guys are been an excellent partner to us, so we really want to understand. Give maybe a little bit about yourself and your organization, some information to the TEDxFolsom community.
Yeah, so just a real quick history is we moved from the Portland area. I was in creative, and we moved down to be closer to family, and it was like right before COVID. So I was working already remotely with my creative job, and my wife Lindsay and I, who's also owner of Sociology, we just have always had the dream to do something, ice cream shop, bakery, something, but living in Portland, you just really grow to love the specialty coffee scene. And so we were like, actually, maybe we should just try to open a coffee shop. And I actually do, like, as a badge of honor, wear the established in 2020, on our merch and stuff, because it's such a pivotal year for the universe, really. Starting a coffee shop in the middle of COVID was a huge risk. Obviously, anytime you're starting a business, it's a huge risk, but we just made such a big shift and just feel really blessed by this community that have really responded and kind of owned our vision and run with it as well, and just made a place for people to come and work on their creative work and get good, great coffee and enjoy themselves in our space. So we're loving it. We're having a blast.
Not only coffee, but dynamite sourdough.
Thank you very
I got to
much.
plug it. It's so good.
Thank you.
Also, again, as a partner, I can really understand is what maybe inspired you to align with TEDxFolsom?
Yeah, I don't know a ton about TEDx, but what I do know is that it's all about the personality of the people sharing and their unique perspective. And I think we always want to support what's happening locally. And with TEDx, I just love the idea that people can share their unique perspective on the world and what they, their field, their unique thumbprint of what they're working on and how they can bring light to other people's fields with whatever they're doing. So I love creative, and I think, whatever field anyone's in, there is a twinge of creative in it to get creative and learn how to make your business work and all that. So I love the idea of TEDx, and especially because it is TEDxFolsom, it's local, and I just want to support anything that's happening that can spur people on.
Awesome. Again, we really appreciate it. And again, we love the partnership. And our theme this year is reimagine, right? So there's been a lot of reimagination happening across the world since 2020, where you wear your badge of honor, right? Yeah. But we'd love maybe some perspective from you. How would you maybe look at reimagining this region?
Yeah, I think just as we've started a business and we're brand new to it, we've never owned a small business before. Like I said, I was kind of I did some freelance. I did a lot of freelance work, and I worked for organizations doing creative. And so I've kind of worked both of those fields, but never done a small business before. And doing it for the last 2.5 years has taught Lindsay and I that everyone has a unique brand, has a unique perspective on the world. And I think that reimagining our area, reimagining this region, has to include the thumbprint that everyone has, the unique vision that everyone has for whatever they're doing in life. For a small business, we thrive to basically say, we're going to do this coffee shop thing the exact way that we want to do it, not look down the street and see what's successful and try to emulate that. But we actually want to say, that's great, and they're doing a great job doing that, but how can we, bring our unique thing to bear in the coffee industry and the coffee world? And I think that this region really needs a lot more of that, really needs to reimagine looking at what do you have that's special, and not just what can you see in coffee. So I think, reimagining is a very important concept. Reimagining for us, small business, and what's capable, what we're capable of personally, and what's possible. Reimagining how we do things sustainably. Reimagining how business can be done in a way that is honoring to the personal relationship. Those are all huge parts of what we do. So I think it's just a really important concept.
Love it. Again, love you for coming here, your time, your partnership. Again, we wouldn't exist without our great partners. I love the shirt, coffee or die. Again, thank you very much. This was Kyle Stillman from Sociology Coffee Bar. Thank you very much, TEDxFolsom.